Good morning, everybody. I'm doing a little practice here of going live on YouTube and live on Rumble at the same time. So, to get this set up. So, let's get this going here. I don't know if this going live on Rumble or not. View live stream. All right, let's see if this is working. So I am going to do a all cards or all signs card reading for the next 7 days just to see what's going on. Moderation activity. Got it. Do I have my Rumble going yet? Waiting for an encoding server to place claim. Please wait till your video finishes processing. I have no idea what that means. So maybe I'm not going live on Rumble. That's okay. I'm still going to go live on YouTube. So I have some new cards and I want to use those. And I have an appointment at 11 o'clock with one of my viewers. So I have an hour and a half to kill. And again, thought I'd do a little practice session here. It is Sunday morning. It is the day of the race in Indiana. So half of my city is on the west side of Indianapolis, and I am home staying out of the traffic. Although I used to live over in Speedway, I have no desire to be there now. So anyway, so I am going to do, you know what? Let's do this. I'm gonna do things a little different than I normally do. Just for the heck of it. I'm just going to pull out instead of letting them fly or fall like I normally do. Again, sorry, this is a very not thought out process here, but something different, something hopefully fun. All right, so I've got my vibration cards. I've got some ascension cards. I've got all kinds of stuff. I want to know what's going on for the next 7 days for all signs. So the first one is going to be for Aries. Let's pull that one. So it says second house resources. So something's going to happen with your resources. I have heard that this next week could be when things get a little crazy with the banks. We've got the debt ceiling hitting, so there's all kinds of things. 10 of Swords. Oh, this could be something very stressful for Aries around the resource area, money, houses, belonging, and it feels like something is going to happen, perhaps that's going to make you feel left out in the cold, because so something's going to happen with your resources, and maybe you're going to get in a pinch, you're going to ask for help, and somebody is going to refuse you, and it's going to cause you a lot of stress, mental stress. And one last card here for them, Aries, Waterfall of Divine Love. So I think that is just basically them saying, don't freak out too bad. The divine has you covered. There will be some sort of windfall or waterfall of good things coming your way eventually. So don't let that flip you out too bad. Okay, so I just did Aries. I'm going to do Taurus next. I want this card for Taurus. That says communication. Next card, let's do, what are we going to do here for Taurus? The Four of Pentacles. You're going to get some sort of communication that's going to make you hang on to your money really bad, in order to give yourself some inner peace. So that might be something that's going to be tested this week, is your inner peace. And I am going to recommend doing some meditation. Meditation is good for getting inner peace if you are not feeling inner peace. So if you are stressing out about your money, If you have gotten communication like from the bank or something that says bad things are coming, just keep in mind that everything's going to be okay. I'm trying to see if anything is going on. It says offline on Rumble, so I'm thinking I am not. I think I'm not doing anything on Rumble. So, well, live and learn. Or we'll find out afterwards if it did that. I can't see myself. So anyway, again, this is a practice session, impromptu practice session. So if it's not the best, that's because it's a practice session. And I did it on a Sunday morning when I didn't figure there'd be a whole lot of people watching, to give myself a break. Okay, so anyway, that is Taurus. Maybe some communication around your money, freaking out a little bit about your money, needing to get your inner peace back. So I'm just going to say, meditate. I'm telling you, meditation is the key to peace of mind. And it could also help you clear out some negative emotional stuff that is going on around that. All right, so that was Taurus. Gemini. If I end up skipping something, please holler at me, because I didn't write down the signs and I may get myself off track sometimes. So, okay, we did Taurus, Aries, Taurus, next Gemini. All right, let's do Gemini. Gemini for the next 7 days is an invitation, some sort of an invitation. Let's do a tarot. And that's going to be, oh gosh, this says the Tower moment. Okay, so what comes to me there is you are going to get an invitation to wipe the slate clean. So this might be some sort of communication from somebody, maybe a communication from somebody that you have had a volatile relationship with. There's an invitation to wipe the slate clean with the Tower moment, or the Tower card, and the vibration card, high vibe food. So maybe they are inviting you to go out to eat, to have a discussion, to wipe the slate clean. This is going to be for Gemini, so keep that in mind. And one last card for Gemini, and it says past life experience. So the person that you are trying to wipe the slate clean with is somebody from a past life. And that makes sense, because if you have had a volatile relationship with anybody, that is someone in your soul family. That is somebody that was brought here to help you guys teach each other lessons. So it is definitely somebody from your past life. Even if that card hadn't come up, that would have told me that. So it looks like Geminis are going to get an invitation to wipe the slate clean, maybe an invite to go out for dinner or something and talk things through, clear things out. Okay. Gemini, the next one would be Cancer. All right, let's pick a card for Cancer. I'm going to do this one. Whoa, one fell on the floor. You know what? I feel like I'm going to take both of them, since one of them fell on the floor and one of them's in my hand. Climate and home. So perhaps something is going to happen with your home. The first thing that popped into my mind, the climate in your home, is maybe your air conditioner is going to go out. The next one says 3 of Wands. This to me makes me feel like, okay, so let's just go with this. So let's say that something happens at your home that affects the climate. Something happens with a neighbor, something happens with your air condition, something happens that makes it not so comfortable. And all of a sudden, you're kind of, this is the 3 of Wands. You are looking out into the world for better opportunities. So something happens this week with Cancer, and you are maybe looking for some new opportunities. Something's not going so right where you're at, and you're thinking maybe it's time to get out of here. Maybe you're going to start looking at houses. Maybe you're going to start looking at new property. Maybe you're going to start looking for a new car because the air conditioning conked out in the car. Have some patience. It says patience. It might not fall in your lap immediately, but I would say if you meditate, that is an excellent way to get the information that will lead you to where you need to go for the new car. Or if you come up with, you've got 2 cars or something you're looking at, you can go in and get your guides to give you the information on the best one for you. And it'll keep your ego out of the way, because we know how our ego likes to get in there and chit chat at us. And then connect with nature. So meditation can happen in nature. Meditation can happen on your couch. But, going out into nature is always a good way to clear your head. It's a good way to help you think, especially if you've got decisions about something like that. I mean, that's a pretty serious decision on your hands, is if you've got stuff going on with your home, if you've got stuff going on with your car, and you've got to make some decisions on things, and you're looking for new opportunities. That's a good way to go about it. Okay, so we've done Aries, Taurus, Gemini. I just did Cancer. All right, next one is Leo. Leo says act. Okay, so they're telling you you've got to act on something, maybe something that you've been thinking about for a while. Okay, so this is the 6 of Cups. This is kind of like a reunion card. So you might have somebody that has invited you out to come, and I feel like I want to say cross country. It feels like maybe there's a reunion this summer. You've got an invitation in the mail about reconnecting with some of your family people, somebody that you haven't talked to for a while. And this card is saying act on that. Don't just think about it, do it. There's a reason they would like for you to visit with these people here. Next card is boundaries. So if it is family, maybe that would be a good reason why maybe you didn't originally, you were not taking this invitation seriously, is because family sometimes have issues with boundaries. So this is telling you right here, go and do that, but make sure you have your boundaries in place and don't let them bully you around or do things. I think this is a test for you, honestly, to see how good you have your boundaries in place. Sometimes people just stay away from each other because they know they don't have good boundaries. And it's better and easier to just stay away from somebody completely. But sometimes I think the universe likes to say, hey, let's do a check-in on your boundary, whatever, and to see if you've gotten any better at it than you used to be. And the next card comes up is fulfillment. So I think based on this, it makes me think that this would be a very good trip. And you would feel very fulfilled, especially if you keep your boundaries in place. So think about that. If you have an invitation to go see some family, it could be from the looks of it. Okay, so how many of okay, let me just check here. Like I said, I don't have these written down and I forget what I do very easily. Okay, so that was Aries. We did Taurus. We did Gemini. We did Cancer. We did Leo. All right, next is Virgo. So let's see what's going on with the Virgos. Now we're getting into my territory. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn rising, Sagittarius moon, and my Venus is in Virgo. So let's see what we got for Virgos. Think. Okay, I have been thinking very hard. That's one of the reasons you guys have not seen me on here much lately, other than repeat videos, is because I am thinking really hard about the changes that I need to make in my life to improve certain things. So I've been doing a lot of contemplating. I've been doing a lot of journaling. I've been doing a lot of, well, not a lot of meditating, but more through the week than I normally do, because I need to access some important stuff right now. Okay, so Virgo, what do we got here for the tarot card? 4 of Swords. So, okay. So the 4 of Swords is kind of one of those, you're just tired, and it's like you're taking a nap, and sometimes when I am tired and I'm tired of thinking about something, I will just go lay down to stop thinking about it. So if you're overthinking, maybe that's what this is saying, is you're overthinking things right now, go take a nap, just rest your brain for a little bit. Sometimes things do come to you through sleep. So don't stress yourself out by thinking about something too hard. Oh, and beach time. Okay, so Virgos have a tendency to be very, very hard workers, possibly workaholics. And I've kind of found myself doing that this weekend. Is like I've been trying to transfer everything over from YouTube over to Rumble, and I've like been working at it really, really hard. And sometimes I just have to like tell myself, walk away from it. Just like give it a break. You don't have to work yourself into a hole this weekend, even though I have a 3-day weekend. I need to rest some. So I'm not going to the beach anytime soon because we don't have those in Indiana. I mean, we do have Indiana Beach, but I'm not going there. So that to me tells me that Virgo is just being told they need to like do a little relaxing and quiet your mind. Isn't that crazy? Like every single one of these cards is basically telling Virgos to quiet their mind, quiet your ego mind, quiet your mind, quiet your ego mind. Same thing, kind of. Take a break, take a rest, take a nap, go to the beach. Don't work for a little while. Give yourself a break. Apparently, Virgos have been working very, very hard lately, and universe would like for them to just, not burn themselves out. All right, it was Virgo. All right, now we're getting into Libra. So let's see what's going on with Libra. Digest. Okay, so this is actually the Virgo card too. So this is digest. Okay, so what does the universe want Libras to digest right now? Okay, so this is the Four of Cups. So this is always about you're looking at things that you don't have instead of looking at things that you do have. So Libras need to digest there was a word that just popped in there for a second. Their dissatisfaction. Four of Cups always kind of looks like a dissatisfaction. It's like they are surrounded by a lot of good things, but they are looking at things a little more negatively. So Libras need to digest the good in their life, I'm going to say. And the next one is compassion. So maybe they're focused a little bit on the people in their life that are annoying them. And they need to have a little more compassion for the people in life that maybe getting on their nerves or whatever. And instead of looking at the negative side of it, have a little more compassion for those people. One more card for the Libras. Infinite possibilities. Oh gosh, how does that ever fit into here? Let me think about this. So if you are looking at your cups being like half empty instead of half full, they really want you to digest the positives in your life and realize that there are many more good things coming in than negative things. I think you've been like kind of pessimistic lately, and over the next week or so, there could be some stuff that's coming in that makes you annoyed, I think is a good way to put that. You're going to be annoyed. You're going to be feeling sorry for yourself, and you need to digest the good things that you have in your life. All right, that is Libra. Scorpio is the next one. So let's see what we've Scorpio. The next one is sustainability. And we've got the Eight of Cups. Okay, so something good emotionally is coming into your life. We're trying to figure out how to keep that flow going on a regular basis. So something good, something emotionally good is coming in. And you're like, I want to keep this around all the time. So let's see what it says. Earthing. Okay. So maybe you've discovered something. You will discover something in the next 7 days. Earthing is also a good way to raise your vibrations. So whatever that is, the sustainability for the positive emotions. Let's get one more card here. Right. Okay. So I'm going to say they're telling you to journal, Scorpios, to help keep the emotional flow positive and coming in. And also, maybe you did manifest something very emotionally positive this coming week. And they're saying that you need to keep writing in your journal, keep bringing in the positive things that are coming in. And this is a way to keep it sustainable, to keep it flowing and bring it in. Journal. Okay. And earthing will be helpful to sustain this positive emotion, high emotional cup that is coming in. All right. So that is Scorpio, Sagittarius. All right. Let's see what we got for Sagittarius. Motion. Sagittarius, they're saying get yourself in motion. There's some forward movement coming. We've got the Ten of Wands, and a lot of burdens that you have been carrying. I feel like I just want to say, go make the motion of throwing the burdens down that you have had. Throw the burdens down. That's the motion. Throw the burdens down that you've been having. Get out into nature. And one more thing for Sagittarius. You are ascending. Okay, so let's think about this. Throw down the burdens. So Sagittarius seems like a lot of times they can be very, very positive, or they can sometimes be negative. And it kind of goes back and forth. It's like they get on the positive and then something sidelines them, and then they get in their negative sideline, like in their minds. I'm Sagittarius moon, so I feel like I do have that sometimes. So they're asking you to put down the burdens and get into nature, because you are ascending. So they are working you over to get out of that negative thought process. Next one, Capricorn. It says authority. Okay, so authority, what do we got here? I feel like I want that one. The moon. Okay, so some sort of secrets about the authority in the world or in your life comes out. And what they want you to do when that happens is, okay, so have better communication. Maybe something comes out. Maybe a secret comes out. And maybe you are in a position where you might need to communicate some of these secrets to somebody. Sometimes secrets are meant to be kept. Sometimes secrets, if they're not of the good kind, need to be communicated. So your communication skills are going to come in, Capricorn, about some secrets that you have been holding in about the authority in the world. That also kind of makes me think that if something does happen with the financial system this week, people might be coming to you. You might know some stuff that's going on, and you might have to communicate to some of the people that haven't been keeping up with things. So some stuff that maybe you've been kind of keeping to yourself because it's not always something people want to talk about, but maybe this next week it's going to come up to talk about. Synchronicity. This makes me feel like there will be people in the world that will be put in your path that you need to talk to, that will need your help this next week. So that is Capricorn. And Aquarius. Sorry. Like I said, I don't have these written down, so I'm going from memory. Aquarius. How am I doing on time? All right, 9:55. Okay. Aquarius, Source, and the Sun. All right, so let's see what's going on in tarot for Aquarius. 8 of Wands. So you're going to be happy about some communication that comes out. And self-respect. So I feel like you're going to be really proud of yourself about whatever communication does come out. Okay, so what I just feel like I heard was you get some communication and you're going to be really proud of yourself because you're not going to go, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so. Although you're going to hold your tongue when you've been dying to say that for a very long time. And then one last card is divine light work. So I feel like that is, that the lighter side, the good side of this is not to rub people's noses in this communication that comes out from Source. So you have elevated yourself to not being kind of petty. I'm going to say, because in the past you would have been like, hey, I told you this was going to happen. You're going to rub people's nose in it. And this following week, you are not going to do that because you grew up a little bit and you have learned that, being happy is better than being right. I'm going to reshuffle these for the last one. Pisces. All right. So I think I've done them all. Man, my nose itches. Good morning, Jody from Illinois. Hello, everybody. Like I said, I was just doing a practice session. I was going to try to do a live on Rumble and a live on YouTube at the same time. It does not appear the live on Rumble started working. I don't want to get sidetracked here too much before I do my Pisces reading. And I need to make sure that I got all 12 in. So I'm just reshuffling a little bit because they're kind of scattered all over the place. And I've got my vibration cards that I made. I've got some ascension cards. I've got some tarot cards. And I've got a new deck of cards. They're astrology cards that I've never used before. I got them like a month or so ago. So a lot of you already know that I am moving a lot of my stuff from YouTube over to Rumble. And so if you're annoyed that you're seeing a bunch of old stuff, I'm sorry, but some of that stuff is pretty good. So I'm like, I don't want to lose it. And not everybody has seen all of that old stuff. All right. So this is going to be the last one. Pisces, we've got relationship. We've got 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So your relationship with money. Fun card. This is interesting. Okay. So this is what I feel. So I feel like in a couple of ways, someone that you have a relationship asks you to maybe go on vacation, go have some fun with them, but your relationship with money right now is not in the best place. So you're a little stressed out about money and you're concerned about spending this money to go on vacation with someone. Maybe it's a boyfriend, maybe it's a sister, someone that you have a relationship with is wanting to spend some time with you. It's going to cost you money and you're freaking out about it. So this says call on your angels. Again, to me, that would be go into meditation. Ask your angels, guides, source, whatever, if this is a good idea. Should you spend that money right now? Or should you save it? Or ask them if there is a way they can bring that money in a different way than what you have right now. Maybe they will bring in some extra money for you so you can go on this vacation or you can go on whatever with that person. So, okay, let me make sure I did everybody. Okay, So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I did all 12 signs. So that, I know this is probably going to be short, but I have about a half an hour. If anybody wants to ask anything, I guess that's kind of what's going on for the next 7 days. Again, this was just kind of a little practice session. My live on Rumble does not appear to have worked, but I've done a live on Rumble, so I'm not exactly sure how to do that. So what's everybody doing this weekend besides watching me on YouTube? Anything interesting? Anybody going to any cookouts? I have an 11 o'clock appointment with one of my viewers, so I had some time to kill. And when I got my hair done and my makeup and my clothes on, it's always a good time to do a video, in my opinion. And then I am hopefully going to go apartment hunting while I am dressed and ready if they're open, because I need to find a new place to live here before long. Question: how will the investigation at work turn out? Okay, well, let me do this. Let's do my tarot cards. How will Sarah Joe's investigation at work turn out? So we got, okay, so the first 2 cards kind of fell out at one time. To me, this looks like a celebration. It's the 6 of Wands. She's got her hands up in the air. So I think my first thought is that that's a celebration and that's a good thing, and she's very happy about that. Although the world came up in the reverse position. So let me think about how I want to interpret that. Okay, so a couple of things that are coming to me is, if the world was in reverse, I would think that makes me think it kind of flips your world upside down. And the 6 of Wands could be you walking away. So maybe things at work, the investigation at work, don't work out in your favor, but I don't feel like it's necessarily a bad thing, because it looks like you're happy to walk away. It's kind of like you're just like, I am so over this. I'm out of here. I'm not sticking around. And it doesn't feel like it is a negative thing. It feels like, I'm ready to get away from this drama. I'm done with this. I don't want to mess with this drama anymore. So I'm not feeling like it is as negative as you might think it would be. Guys, stuck in limbo. Okay, this is for Cheryl. Do I have the right cards? I got to think about this. I might need a different deck of cards for that question. Stuck in limbo. You're afraid of something. I'm trying to think what cards. Well, let me just see what comes out with this. Two cards. All right, let's see what these say. Why are you stuck in limbo? Oh, okay. So 2 cards showed up. The first one was the 4 of Cups. So basically, that is, to me, that's the dissatisfaction card. And when you're looking at the cups as half empty. So you're not looking at the things that you have positive in your life. You're looking more at the negative things that you have in your life. And the Four of Swords is kind of I don't want to think about it. I want to go to bed and I don't want to think about it. So for whatever reason, you are afraid to take action on some stuff. I also feel like part of the reason that you're dissatisfied is because you've had a tendency to have some negative things happen in the past. So you're just used to having things not always go your way. So it's kind of like the feeling is like I'm stuck in limbo because I don't feel like I'm going to ever get anything positive to come at me. So why do I even bother trying? So I think the universe, let's do one more card for that. The universe would like for you to, you're ascending. So if you are ascending, then you've got to start looking at more positive things in your life instead of the negative things that you've got going on. And you also probably need to have your guides help you. So there's some clearing out of old negative programming that you've got right now that needs to be dealt with first before they are going to let you out. And when I say before they let you out, before they let you out of this stuck place that you are in, you've got to clear out some old negative programming because you will not be able to be successful in the next place in life because you haven't dealt with some of it's childhood wounds, some of it is parental programming of just, never seeing the good side of what you have. So that's the answer to that. I don't have a specific question. Could you just do a general reading? Okay. Let me make sure. Okay. Tanya. Just anything the universe wants to tell me. Okay. So what does the universe, I'm going to use these for Tanya. I got to keep an eye on the time, you guys. So when it gets to be about 10:30, somebody needs to holler if I keep going because I got to get off of here and get ready for my 11 o'clock appointment, and I need to eat lunch before I have that, if possible. All right. This is just some guidance from the universe. This is for Tanya Van Deventer. I'm sure I butchered that, but Tanya. These are the crazy, sexy love notes. Okay, so what messages does the universe, that one's wanting to come out. Something that the universe would like to tell Tanya. Those to come out. All right. So the first one that came out says, accept yourself. While there is a time and place for self-improvement, today's focus is on everything that's already great about you. Let go of who you think you should be and fall madly in love with who you are in this moment. When you accept yourself exactly as you are, you shift from living for tomorrow to approaching today. Accept yourself, sweetheart. This one says, decide. It's time to make a decision. Being on the fence drains your energy. No matter what you choose, it will be the exact right thing for your spiritual path. Channel your energy, be decisive, learn, grow, decide. So apparently you have something to make a decision about. And the other one says, offer your love. Is there someone in your life who could benefit from loving kindness? Gesture doesn't have to be big. Send an email, pick up the phone, pop by for a visit, or order a bouquet of posies. Let this person know of him or her. When we offer our love generously, that caring energy comes back to us tenfold, while also lifting us up in the process. Reach out and offer your love today. All right, that was for Tanya. And one for Cheryl. Let's see, what have I got here? All right, let's see what this says. This was the first deck of, well, I shouldn't say that. I bought a deck of tarot cards 15 years ago, I had a psychic tell me I was going to be doing tarot readings, and I went and bought those and then didn't do anything because I don't even know if YouTube existed at that time. So I didn't know how to practice. But when 2018 decided I wanted to start digging in, that one about when I started digging into tarot for the second time, this was the first deck I bought. And I will also say, if you ever want to learn how to do tarot, do not buy an oracle deck first. You need to have a basic, like, Rider-Waite tarot deck to learn the basics by, and then move out from there. Okay, so this is for Cheryl. Okay. Hey, Kevin. We got some sun. Well, it's kind of cloudy here today, I guess. I went out for a walk this morning. It was still dark. Oh, there's another one. Okay, so this is for Cheryl. What does the universe want to tell Cheryl? Oh, all right. You got 4 cards. So let's see. The first one is break the chain, as ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. I didn't bring water with me, and my mouth's starting to get dry, so my tongue is starting to trip over things. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So if you are finding that you are soaking in a lot of people's then you need to do something to clear that out, like, really fast. So get in some sort of practice to, because a lot of us empaths have a tendency to be sponges, so we can, like, soak up other people's energy, and we've got to figure out a way to keep that from happening, because that's not good to carry that energy around with us all day long. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So I also want to say she looks like a very, very high priestess in that. So I'm going to say you had a lot of knowledge that maybe you don't share with everybody because you think they don't want to hear it, and it makes you sound like you're smarter than everybody else, but it probably is because you are smarter than everybody else because you've done your homework. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Might still have a little bit of past life trauma and drama in your cells. So that might be something that you might know what it is about. You might not know what it is about. Okay. Well, my first thought when I saw that was no, Jody. But let's see what this says. Should Jody, Reiki Jody, apply for disability? I feel like I want to say, why are you giving up on things? Why are you giving up on your body? Why are you giving up on the fact of like working? Or is it that you don't think you can sustain an income on what your talents are? I'm going to get, whoop, that's too many. All right. I have 5 cards here. What have I got here? 3 of Swords, the broken heart. Let me see where this has taken me. 7 of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse. The 6 of Pentacles. And the Wheel. All right. So I don't have any yeses. I don't have any aces in here. Okay. So the first thing that I feel like I'm going to say is you have a broken heart that you need to heal. Okay, so 7 of Wands. You are, okay. So if you look at her, she looks like a very wise, spiritual person, but she was in reverse. So I'm saying you're not using your talents the way you should be at this moment in time. Um, the Knight of Swords in reverse. So it's in reverse. So if that was an upright, it looks like he's running away or running towards, but it was in reverse. So it's like you're stuck somewhere. You're stuck in a bound up situation. But it feels like it's more mental than it is physical. So it's like mentally you're bound to something. And the Six of Pentacles, and it was in reverse. So let me think about this. So this would be like kind of coming out of financial difficulties, but it was in the reverse position. So it feels like it wouldn't be that difficult to flip that upside down if you got your broken heart healed, if you started using your spiritual talents, if you would get out of the stuck place that you were in, you could flip this over and you would have a whole new world on your hands, because that is the world. But there's some stuff that has to happen first. So it feels like there's a lot of mental. It feels like it's more mental than physical to me. Maybe that is one of those. I mean, emotions get stuck in the body. So maybe they're telling you that you've got some emotions that are stuck that is causing you from being able to move forward. And it's not that, it won't be that difficult to flip all of these over, because there's no yes card here. There's no like big fat ace saying yes. So, all right. Love and light. I'm in the hospital. Oh, hey, when we did your reading, how long did it say that you were going to be doing that? I can't remember what we talked about when it was about that in your reading. So I think it came up sooner than what, or maybe it was like 9 weeks. I don't know. It seemed like it was farther down the road, but if it was sooner, that is good. Okay. Thank you. We got that. Oh, good, Cheryl. And well, as Janine would say, we are sending ravens to Kevin. Good luck on that. I had a good friend of mine that I met several years ago that had 2 kidney transplants, and he is alive and kicking and doing just fine. Okay. Okay, so it's 10:19. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down right now. I've been on here, God, 48 minutes. These lives go so fast. I used to do these all the time, but I did them before I started working at the title company and going to bed at 8 o'clock. And I would do these lives at like 7 o'clock in the evening, and they would raise my vibrations so high that I was high and I couldn't go to bed. And then it was like really hard to get up at 5 or 5:30 in the morning. So I suppose doing these a little earlier is a little more beneficial. But anyway, I am going to say goodbye. I am going to say thank you very much for those of you who did come along. And at least maybe next time I'll try doing a live on Rumble only. I am over on Rumble. It's the same thing, Soul Purpose Insights. Like I said, I'm trying to move all of my good old stuff from YouTube over to Rumble as a backup, just in case, they get stupid sometimes. So all of my best work isn't like gone. So everybody have a good weekend. And that's it for now. I'll let you know when, I've got some stuff cooking, so I'll keep you posted. I won't be completely out of commission here. So, all right, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna get off of here. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Thanks for joining.